If you're feeling down or weak,
Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video. I think my last video was my life update video, and since then I've just been busy with work, busy with my baby as he just keeps on growing, and I've been studying for my test for work, so it's been stressful, but I want to get this video out this week, so I know it's late now, but I want to get it out. So this video is going to be a little bit of a harder topic and more sensitive to my life, so I hope you like this video. Let's get into it. So I know when I first did like my Q&A about myself, I never touched about like my total background. I might have just said how many siblings I have and that, but I never went in depth about my life story. I'm not going to go completely in my life story. I might go more into that later in life, but I'm going to give you a little bit more snippet of my life. Since having a kid, I've realized how important my life was to me, and I should share it. So, first, let's start. So, my mom and my dad who have raised me. So, my mom had a daughter, adopted daughter from her first marriage, and he passed away. And then shortly after that, her work transferred her to the state that we live in. And so that's where she met my dad at work. And then my mom and my dad had then I think it was like a year after they got married, then I came into their life. And then my brother 2 years after, and then my sister a couple of years after that. I was 6 when my little sister moved in. So it was just the 3 of us, plus I had my older sister, but when I was born, my older sister was 20. So we have a 20-year age gap. And after me, my brother, we have a 2-year age gap. And after my brother, I have like a 5.5-year age gap between me and my sister, my baby sister. So, let's first start off with my siblings, and then I'll get into my story. Then, like, my family has always done foster care. So, since me and my 3 siblings, my brother, and my younger sister, we're adopted. We're not all related. We're adopted from 3 different states and 3 different families. So I was adopted in Missouri. My brother was adopted in Iowa. My other sister was adopted in California. So we were all adopted, all different places, which is cool. But after my parents adopted the 3 of us, technically the 4 of us, if you even count my older sister, then, so we grew up being like the only 3 kids, because my older sister is way older than us. So then we did foster care through an organization that's through like a church. And we did some through the state. Then, we had so many kids come through our life. I don't know. I would say maybe about like 20 or more kids. I have no clue. But some of them we still have good contact with. Some of them I wish we had more contact with, but they were a lot younger. So let's get into my story now. Actually, let's go back. So then my second semester of senior year, we So it was my second semester of, I think, my senior year. We got a placement of this girl that needed a place to live. Like, she had some circumstances. I don't want to go into it because that's her story. So she had some circumstances that she no longer lived with her family. And so we took her in. She's about so I was born in November, she's born in April. So we're about 5 months apart from each other. I was born in 1996, she was born in 1997. So it was really cool to have someone at least close to my age that I could do something together with. Even though I'm really close to my younger sister, but there's 5.5 year age difference. But we still hang out. So it was fun to have someone closer in age. And then I think I would say about maybe 3 years ago, we actually officially adopted her. So she's now my sister. So I have a total of 3 sisters and 1 brother. And then I have another foster sister who I consider as my sister because we were really close. And then I have another foster brother that we fostered, and he's always just been with our family. So he's always just, I don't know, I just always call him my brother because he seems like my brother. So with that, I have like 2 brothers and 4 sisters. Let's go into my story. So I was put up for adoption when I was an infant, and I did not know my adoption story. Like, my parents, I grew up knowing I was adopted, but I never knew and understood completely why. And growing up, they're always like, oh, I wonder why I was put up for adoption. Like, what was the reasoning? Was it because they were too young, or was it that, you never know. There's all these circumstances that go through your mind as a kid, like, why? And it was like me, but I was like, whatever, I have a good life, whatever. So me and my sister, who we are 5 months apart, got 23andMe tests, I think, for Christmas. Yeah, I think it was for Christmas. And so we did that, which was really fun. And we sent it in, and then I got what my ethnicity was, because for the longest time I'm like, oh, I don't know what I am. I'm just whatever. I'm just all mixed. So I know I'm like 99% European. So. And then my sister was like really interesting to see what she is. And then I allowed to receive messages from people that I linked up to being related to. And then I linked up with my bio mom. So that's how I found her. And then we would message through the app. And then we started talking, and then I started understanding more of the story. But I did let my adopted parents, which are I don't call them my adopted parents, I call them my parents, because those are the people who really raised you. So that's out of respect what you call them. I let them know, but I didn't really have a really close knit relationship with my bio mom as we were talking. Just because, I want to be cautious. I still haven't met him in person yet. Maybe soon. I don't know when. So I got the story of the reason why she has had 2 boys and then a girl, and then had me. And then there was family circumstances at the time that they just couldn't handle and afford raising another kid. So they thought the only best option, while also my biological mom had some like health and like drug substance use issues that she needed to work on, and so she thought it was just best to put me up for adoption. So she put me up for adoption, and then she said that she wanted me to have the best life ever, so she picked my mom and dad. She just knew that they would be the ones to give me a really good life, which I was really glad to hear. And to hear that also my mom and dad actually would like send her photos of me as I was growing up. So to like reassure like, oh yeah, she's having fun, she's doing really good in life, which was like, wow, that's like impressive. Like I never would have thought that. And then she like kind of described like my bio dad. Like really didn't totally agree with the adoption, but he went along with it. But he wouldn't talk about me, he wouldn't do that. I think more of the putting me up for adoption is like traumatized to him. So he didn't really want to think about me. Like I've reached out to him, but he doesn't want anything to do with me, doesn't want to talk to me. I occasionally hear from my bio brothers when like we've talked. I've talked to my bio sister. We've like exchanged messages, but we haven't been like totally like close. Or we all have kids. I know that. So I had some like contact with my bio's family and siblings. So maybe soon I'll reach out again with them, touch more based on their life, my life, and maybe decide about meeting up. It just depends. Like yeah, I'm ready to meet up, but also I don't know, I'm scared how will I know about them? I know my biological mom is sober after she had me. She has been sober of drugs. I don't know about obviously alcohol and but that's your way. So I know she's sober. I know she never changed. I know her, my biological dad, they got a divorce after I was adopted. So she never changed her last name just in case like I got a hold of my birth certificate and saw her name, because she's like, I don't want to change my last name in case like my daughter that I put up for adoption comes looking for me. Like I want her to be able to find me. And she's been dating this guy for I don't know, for over like 10 years or something. And I think they didn't technically get married, they just got like, the common law marriage. Just because she didn't want, I think she wanted me to still be able to find her, because she didn't want to change her last name. So, but more recently I know that he has passed away. It's kind of sad. But I don't know, I still want to meet my birth family. But as like, I don't know if it's the timing yet, maybe later. Maybe I want to wait till my son understands it a little bit more, but I don't know yet. We'll see that in the coming up. But I think also being adopted, like I really love like the human service route, the social work route, and working with kids with special needs, because those are people who need the love a lot. Like I know me and my husband have talked about it, that we want to like probably foster to adopt a kid. Like I know, like yes, we want some kids of our own, but since I've been adopted, like, it's really on my heart. Like, I need to, like, do it as well. Like, I don't know, it's just been, like, part of me. Like, I've always wanted to adopt ever since. I know I'm adopted, but I want them to adopt some kids too. And so that was my adoption story. I would go more in depth, but I really don't know much, and I don't want to, like, give out too much personal information, so just shorten. So with all of me and my adopted siblings and our foster siblings, like, me and my sisters would watch this show on ABC. It had, I think, about 5 seasons, and it was called The Fosters, and our family, like, kind of felt like that. Like, and the theme song, I'll probably do clips of it. That's the song just felt like our family, because we all have, like, different stories about our adoption or foster life, and the song just, like, fit for us. So I'll play a little bit of it at the end. I'll probably do, like, a cover of it so I won't get copyrighted. And then once that 5th season of The Fosters, like, once the show ended, it was sad, but they went into, like, kind of like a sequel based on the older kids, most likely. I watched a couple seasons of that, but it still, like, kind of fits, like, our family, like, being adopted, being foster care. So I really enjoyed that show. It really has felt like it was part of my family. So if you haven't heard about that show, you should probably go watch that show. It's really good. So
you are home with me, right where you belong.
So I hope you liked this video about my adoption story. Maybe I'll do a more in depth and me going to visit them one day. Stay tuned for that, maybe. And then stay tuned for our zoo video. We're going to the zoo tomorrow, so see you soon. Bye.